Now we're actually going to look at a few podcasts, resources that you can use either while you're just watching on your computer or possibly even downloading with your phone and listening on your commute to work. Podcasts can be a great resource just because it's not the normal medium that we often consume stuff by reading. Reading gets old. I don't know about you, Aaron, but it gets...
I love to read, but you can't read and drive at the same time. So, and I typically don't like to. Yeah,
exactly.
Right. I don't like to read and fall asleep. So podcasts are a great thing to do at night instead of listening to music, maybe.
Good point.
Subconscious.
Good point. There you go. So, and podcasts, there are a lot of different podcasts that aren't necessarily EdTech related that I would love to tell you about. But we're really going to focus on EdTech ones. And first, we're going to start with the Techlandia Radio.
And Techlandia Radio is produced by John Samuelson. He used to be at iPad Sammy on Twitter, and now he's at John Samuelson. And he does a great variety of different podcasts. Some of the examples are he's got a podcast where he pairs with a math teacher, or he and another teacher talk about grumpy old teachers. There's reading, there's app reviews, there's a ton. And most of the podcasts are, I believe, under an hour.
Exactly. They're different size, so they're not going to spend 60 minutes on something that doesn't need 60 minutes, or even,
Right.
But that's a good resource. Also, which I'm sure everyone's familiar with, is TED. Now, we don't know who TED is necessarily. At least I don't. And I don't assume it's the movie TED. I would assume that's probably not it. But anyways, TED Talks Education Podcast. Now, these are video podcasts as well, where you could really be inspired. And if you look at the dates released, they're every month, right? Or every
it looks like almost twice
often.
a month.
Exactly. So those are good, definitely a resource just to watch, to get ideas, be inspired. And a lot of times I find these are good for students to watch as well, even in class.
I completely agree. Like TED Talks in general, and then TED Talks Education is great for really inspiring anybody, whether it be your staff or your students or yourself, to sort of say, what more can I do? What can we do to make the world a better place, especially in the world of education? And it looks like they have some really well-known names, hopefully well-known.
I don't know all the names. Yeah, John Green. I know John Green.
Okay. So I'm going to say this. If you watch one of the TED Talks education podcasts, please let us know what you thought, because I'm a little more curious.
Yeah, this would be one, because there are a lot of options. It'd be good to kind of share 59 of them, actually, if we're being very specific. That share it with us, and then we can, oh yeah, that's a good one to watch, and use it with our staffs or even in our own classrooms.
Yes, exactly.
Another one that I actually mentioned in the company I mentioned in the Twitter video, if hopefully you watched in order. No, actually you didn't have to, but if you did watch them in order, is EdSurge podcast. Now EdSurge is a great ed tech company. I've been to a couple of their showcases where they showcase EdTech.
Wow.
They do them around the country. I did them twice, actually, in Baltimore. And so they kind of have some great stuff. But these are different podcasts focused on different items. They just look at it, and they also do kind of education news as well. So, but the focus of the podcasts are actually one specific thing, or they interview one person about a book or something. That's a good listen. This one that's most recent, they interviewed different different teachers on why they broke up with a tech company. Maybe they used a resource before and said, I'm sick of that one and I don't want to use it anymore. And so I think that it's interesting just to kind of listen to how other teachers probably, I would say, oh, well, I used to use that resource, but now I don't.
Right. Teachers, schools, what happens, when you no longer use that resource.
Yeah, exactly.
But I love EdSurge, to be honest. I follow them on Twitter, and I often find myself completely engrossed in their articles, so I can imagine that I would be the same way with their podcast, because it's less tool-based and more what's going on in the world of education, and it brings to light some really good topics that really make you think about more than just what's the most popular tool right now.
And while we're talking about EdSurge, you might as well say they have a great newsletter as well you can sign up for. On Wednesdays, they send out a kind of a bigger picture type of newsletter where it talks more about for administrators and investors who want to invest in EdTech. And then on Thursdays, it's really a lot of news and tools for teachers as well. I get both, not because I'm an investor, an angel investor or anything, but just because I get so I can get both perspectives.
Let's just hope that EdSurge stays awesome so that we don't find ourselves breaking up with them.
Well played. Nice.
So the last podcast.
We didn't plan that.
No, but it was
It
awesome.
was just pure wit.
Which I don't have a lot of. So the last podcast that we wanted to feature is the ISTE's podcast. And one of the reasons we picked this is because we recently put in a ton of work and really want to get as many of our Catalyst teachers and us
Sure.
to ISTE as possible. And so ISTE is all about the emerging technology and effective uses of educational technology. And so if you take some time to listen to some of these podcasts, you can really get a good feel for what is ISTE all about and what are they doing to help that movement in the world of education. Scott, have you ever listened to any of the ISTE ones?
Do you want my honest answer or my not honest answer?
Let's go with your not honest answer first.
I have not yet. So this one's new to me. I haven't listened to this one. My dishonest answer is, but yeah, I've listened to them all the time. When I'm cooking, when I'm working out, when I'm walking the dog, when I'm
I wonder if they have the good music.
listening
that
to my wife
Techlandia
tell me
has.
about her day. Exactly. Those are all things that would be my not honest answer. But ISTE is a great resource, especially on Twitter as well. I think
Yes.
these are all kind of coming together between blogs, podcasts, and Twitter. Kind of a lot of them do all of those.
Right. And you can see number 3, episode 10 actually features Jenny McGarrah, who we talked about
Which one? That one?
right there. Yep,
Aaron's
Jenny.
pointing to the screen.
I'm reaching, yes.
So you can imagine what she's. There he is.
So we talked about her blog. And then right under hers is Steven Anderson, and he is somebody else that I follow on Twitter. He's great with using Twitter in education, as well as being very knowledgeable as an administrator and encouraging technology. So all of these are really...
Oh, I follow him on Google Plus.
All right, so we just wanted to, again, go over some of these great resources. And anytime, we've covered Twitter, we've covered blogs, and we've covered podcasts. Did I miss anything?
There is mostly that. Yeah.
Okay. We threw in some other banter.
Playful, but yet professional banter.
Always. So if you have any of these great resources or anything that we didn't mention, please feel free to share that in our Google community, because the whole purpose of this is for us to share with you, for you to share with us, and then to get that message spread into your schools. Because again, as Catalyst teachers, now you're taking the message and you're kind of spreading it and getting your teachers encouraged and excited about EdTech in your school. So thank you.
Bye.